Sadhgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Welcome to Jagadambe Reads the Holy Books of India. Mahabharata 179. As you may remember, the Pandavas were waiting for Arjuna. Chapter 13. The Return of Arjuna. As the days passed by, their impatience grew. It seemed as though they could not live another day without Arjuna. The surroundings of the ashram where they lived were very picturesque. It was fortunate for them since they spent most of their time in walking about in the forests. The trees were draped in garments of flowers of 1,000 hues. For the first time during their exile, Draupadi was happy. She spent hours together looking at the flowers and the trees. Her heart would dance with joy. Looking at her joy, Bhima would please her with gifts of rare flowers, collected from places which she could not reach. But all the time their hearts were thinking of Arjuna and only Arjuna. It was now 5 years since they had last seen him. Their impatience was unbearable. Every day and every night looked like a year to them. They were wandering in the forest as usual. They saw a strange sight. The top of the mountain was lit up by an unearthly light. The Pandavas were staring at it. The light seemed to grow, and it seemed to come nearer. They saw that it was a chariot. Arjuna was in the chariot. They were stunned for a moment. Arjuna jumped from the chariot and rushed toward them. He fell at the feet of Yudhishthira and Bhima and Domya. He saluted Lomasa and all the other rishis in the ashram. Everyone was too upset and too excited to talk. Draupadi stood still, looking at Arjuna as though she was seeing him for the first time. Even her eyelids would not close. No one talked and everyone talked. It was a wonderful meeting. They were now 5 brothers. The void had been filled up. They had Arjuna with them now. The glow of deep contentment could be seen on the face of each one of them. The Pandavas received Matali with due honor. He took leave of them and Arjuna and returned to Indra. Yudhishthira took Arjuna on his lap. He patted him as he would a little child. They could not talk much. They were still too excited. Arjuna gave Draupadi the gifts which Indra had sent her. They were wonderful jewels set with gems. After a while, after the beatings of their hearts had become normal, they all sat surrounding Arjuna. Just then there was a great commotion outside. Indra had come to see Yudhishthira. The Pandavas welcomed him with great honor as he descended from the chariot. He received their homage with a smile. They stood around him waiting for him to speak. He told Yudhishthira that his troubles would soon be over, that he need fear his enemies no longer, that he would rule the world gloriously. He added, now that your Arjuna has been restored to you, it's time for you to descend to the plains and go back to your ashram in the Kamyaka forest. I came to thank you personally for sparing Arjuna. He has pleased me immensely with his valor. He'll tell you all about it. I'm happy to have seen you all. Just a few years more and your dark days will be over. Go back now to Kamyaka. After Indra's departure, the Pandavas walked toward the ashram. There, when they were all sitting down round Arjuna, Yudhishthira asked him to tell them about his many adventures. Arjuna was very happy to share it all with them once again. To recount an adventure is thrilling enough, but to talk about it to those who love one, who are interested in one, is wonderful. He told them about the mountain Indrakila and his penance on the slopes of the mountain. He narrated his encounter with the wild boar and the mysterious hunter. It was a thrilling narration. Yudhishthira was so proud of his brother. Sadhgurunath Maharaj Ki Jai. Thank you for coming. I hope you come again.